Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to another one of these LessonPix live streams. And I was not expecting to be back here so fast, and if I'd known I was going to be back here today, we would have pushed off the one with Chris and Beth and just done this today. But today, the PowerPoint plugins got approved. And so that's really exciting. And I'm going to walk you through. You can't hear me. Why can't you hear me? Can everybody else hear me? Let's see a show of hands. Somebody post in the comments that they can hear me, because the only thing I heard was I can't hear you. Let's all tell Crystal Ann that it is her speaker's fault. Or not. That's not a good sign. Let's ask some standard people. All right, here we go. I can hear you. There you go. So, Crystal Ann, I'm very sorry to say that this is all you. Okay. So, but thank you for telling me you can't hear me, because if you really couldn't hear me and it was my fault, I would want to know about it. Thank you. So, and thank you all now who are now telling me that you can hear me. This is great. So, we are going to do a unboxing and kind of a quick demo. I have some friends of mine. I have just a couple of them, but I have a couple here. I have our good friend and most frequent guest, Tara Roehl. Hello, Tara.
Hi.
And I have Tali Kellerstein. Tali, where are you? I forget where you live.
In Toronto.
In Toronto. All right. So look, we're international at this point. Okay? So we are going to go through the new, and these two have not really seen it. Like Tara, you've seen it on Word.
Yes.
And Tali, you've never seen this.
No.
All right. So we're going to do it. So I did the boxing, so I can't do the unboxing. But we are going to do a quick unboxing of the new add-in. And Tali, I'm going to turn you off for a second. So goodbye. All right, Tara, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And how's it been going with the PowerPoint stuff?
Oh, fantastic. Everyone in my course loves it. Everyone is big fans. I keep getting a lot of emails from the last video we did. People asking all details.
We have suddenly become the help desk for a lot of telepresence speech paths, which we're doing our best, but please understand, we don't know every single platform out there, right? Every once in a while, I'm like, have you heard of that one? No. Okay. But we definitely know PowerPoint pretty well. We know PPTX format very well, and can show you that, yes, it does work in Google Slides and things like that. But today we're going to talk about something that is very PowerPoint specific. So for all of you who are going to say, will this work in Google Slides? No, this one is only for PowerPoint, because it is a Microsoft Office add-in. It works in all, thankfully, this version will work in all of the versions of PowerPoint. So the online version, which I'll show, the Mac version should work. I have not tested it, but they tell me it works. We're going to show, you have a newer version than I do, Tara. So I think you have the brand new version. I have 2016 or something. It works all the way back to 2013. So if you've got a PowerPoint version from Office 365, it's going to work, and it's going to work great.
And the biggest thing to remember that many people forget, and it's my favorite thing to do, is build it in PowerPoint on your system. And then if you need it in Google Slides, just import it over to Google Slides.
Absolutely true. And a really good point. Certainly the output of this can go into any of those platforms, but the plugin will pop up in PowerPoint. Before you all ask, I do realize that there is a plugin API for the Google Office app. There are reasons we haven't done that yet. I will look into it over the summer, but I'm not looking into it before then, because I've spent way too much time on PowerPoint. Okay. All right. Let's, and Alyssa Wern is going to tell me if the Mac version works, which is awesome. We all love Alyssa. Thank you. All right. So let's get to it. Let's show you how to install the new LessonPix add-in for Office on PowerPoint. Okay. So first things first, Tara's going to share her screen, and I will put that over here. This is you, right?
This is me.
Look, no hands. I'm not doing this for you.
No, all me.
All you. And so to do this, you're going to go to Insert, and up at the top it says Get Add-ins. Okay. Now, before you do that, let me show something. On mine, it doesn't say that. Okay, so on mine, it looks like this, and it says Store. So it will either say it'll always say add-ins here at the bottom, but it'll either say store or it will say get add-ins. Okay. And all the new ones say get add-ins, which is probably what you're going to see. But if you have an older one, it might say store. They do the same thing. Okay. So let's go for it. What are you going to, you're going to click on that and it's going to ask you, what do you want to add? And you're going to type in LessonPix. Very good.
All right.
Hit enter. This is not me. This is Microsoft. There you go. Now, if you click on that, it'll show you some previews, or you can just hit add. Hit continue.
Privacy policy.
Yeah. And look, there's a little thing up there. It says LessonPix symbols. Can you read that? It's too small for me.
Yes, it says LessonPix add-in loaded successfully. Click on this button to get started.
Excellent. Let's click on that button to get started. All right. Now you're going to log in with your normal username and password, which thankfully will be hidden. And she'll hit sign in. And look, there's her tray. It's the last stuff she was working on, which looks like
figure it out.
Ram rat.
It's like a brain teaser for you.
Yeah.
We can ask my commoners.
Initial R.
Yes.
Initial R. All right. How about that? Look at that. I'm not even a speech path. So she's been working on initial R's. Now you can grab that little bar there and make it a little bigger if you want.
Yep, right here.
Yep. You don't have to make it that much, whatever. You can resize that however you'd like. But you'll see that Tara has her tray in front of her. And click on a picture. And look, it just added it. Yay!
Yay!
And if you move it around, you'll see that it doesn't have a white square. So click on your RAM and look, see? All right. And it just works. Let's say you're in PowerPoint and you need a picture of something for it to jump over. I don't know, a hill. All right. You need a picture of a hill. You're going to go to search. Hill, search. I don't know. Pick something. There's a rocky one there. There you go.
Oops,
whatever. Click. Yeah. It's not drag. It is click.
Yeah.
That is not my choice. It's what they gave me. So you can resize that. Now let's do a little bit of work here. Let's put the RAM in front. Go to arrange up top. Oh, look at you.
All right.
Right
I'll slow down.
No, that's okay. Right there, it says arrange on the right-hand side of the top there. Up, left, left, left. There you go. There you go. Bring the front. So now that's in front, and you look at that. Isn't this awesome?
Yay!
So all 50,000 symbols, even the PRC Unity symbols, are in this library, and they are all available right away. Kind of nifty.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Now, I'm gonna switch over to Tali for a second. Thank you. We'll come back. I promise. We'll come back to you. You want to continue playing? I'll hide your screen if you want to make something.
All right. I'll work on it.
All right. So, Tali.
Hi.
Hi.
No,
How are you?
I'm okay, but I'm very nervous around anything technological. So we'll see how this.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
But you're on a live stream in front of 852 people. No, it's not that high, but it's enough. So, and I have good news. Look at this. Look at this from Alyssa. It's live and working on the Mac. Yay. So even our Mac people will be happy. All right. So let's do this for you as well. And then, so I got to tell some things about Tali just to embarrass her. And like, I'll make her just her. No, not that. She hates that. So.
No, I don't like that.
Right. So I'll tell you something about Tali. She is all of a sudden LessonPix's BFF, right? So you've had more conversations with our team in the last 2 weeks than anybody else in the world. I promise. Right? That sound right? So the minute we started doing this PowerPoint stuff, Tali started sharing it on Instagram. If you don't follow her, she's at the Speech Boutique.
At the Speak Boutique.
At the Speak Boutique, as compared to Speechy Keen SLP, which is Tara Roehl. But she's been sharing a million things she's making on PowerPoint. And I love, so this is going to sound awful. It's going to sound critical. It's not. I love the fact that you even share when you're not succeeding, right? Like you're like, I'm so frustrated, I can't figure out how this works. And some of these have been, she needs to wait for the PowerPoint plugin. She needs to wait for the plugin. And she did wait for the plugin. So now you're going to cheer up, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to share your. So we're going to bring up PowerPoint. Look, it's a million us's. All right.
Is my PowerPoint up yet?
PowerPoint. There it is. All right. We're going to go to, let's see, going to go to insert. No, you're good. You're good. We can see it. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so where is insert?
It's right after home.
Got it.
Get add-ins. Beautiful.
Now I search LessonPix.
You do? Hit add. Here, let me get rid of this little guy. There's a guy in your way. We can't see what's happening. There we go. So it's look at that. Look at that right there.
Excellent.
And that will be there forever. So once you've added it, you don't have to add it to every material you make. It's just in your toolbar from now on. Okay.
Beautiful. And I hope I remember the password because it's actually saved on my computer. There we go. Yay.
All right. And let's see, what was Tali working on? Cry crabs. KR, initial KR.
Exactly.
We're doing lots of phonology today, lots of artic work today. So very cool. Let's make sure that it works. Can you, go ahead, let's go ahead and make something. You're good.
Okay.
I know you want to see yourself, right? You want to make sure that it's still working, but you look great.
Okay.
Okay? So let's go ahead and make something. Just click, don't drag.
Okay, so maybe we'll put something on the grass. We'll put the group on the grass.
Sure. Drag it down. You can stretch it. You can put more than one, right? You can copy and paste, or you can just click again.
I think I just.
Oh, she knows how. She knows how to hold the control when she drags. That was real impressive there.
There we go.
Look at that. So impressive. Click. Look, there they are.
Awesome.
Right?
Beautiful. They are ready to not social distance. Look at these guys.
They're not. That's not social distancing.
There we go.
Yay! What is that group? What are we doing with these folks?
I don't know.
That's a crowd. I see. That's a crowd, right?
Yeah. I was
gotcha.
GR and GR, so that's why we've got Granny and Greet and Group.
Great. Now, so you and I had a conversation the other day that you were trying to do something with PowerPoint, and we worked through it, and now it's infinitely easier. So, will you tell them what you were trying to do with the Zoom background?
Oh, you showed me how to do the Zoom background. Yes, so that's awesome. So if I want this behind me, I needed to save it as a PNG.
Right. So
and
save as.
And then there was a special way to do it on mine. I forget exactly.
No, you just hit pick a spot. You could hit save as, then choose a documents or wherever you want to put it.
Oh, okay. So let's put it in.
There you go. Downloads is fine. You're not keeping it. It doesn't matter.
And oh, there we go. And we'll put it here. So then it was down here that I scrolled and had to go.
Keep going. It's in there.
Here it is.
Portable network graphics, PNG. So if you save it in that format, then Zoom will let you use it as a background. And yes, if you do all of them, it'll make a zip file. If you do just one, it'll just do one.
Okay.
But it's okay. So, and then you can just drop that behind you. So anytime people want, just to make this clear here. So anytime people have made something in PowerPoint and they want to use it as an image, whether that's to send an email, I'll show you as an example, the one I just made, I did this, right? So I made this in PowerPoint and I wanted to use it as the title for this show. See right here. And also use it in Twitter as the announcement video and Facebook for the thumbnail. I just wanted to make an image to use. And I did it in PowerPoint by clicking on images and moving them around. And these are all just LessonPix symbols. And again, I just saved it as a PNG, and then I could import it into all those other things, right? And what's nice about this one is the PowerPoint automatically kind of defaults to the size of a screen, right? The shape is correct, right?
Yeah,
and
that was awesome.
And it worked for you, and you're happy.
Yes, very happy.
All right, good. Well, we're going to go through a lot of the things that we have taught you how to do over the past. Let me bring Tara back in here for a second. So we are going to go through a lot of the things that over the past few weeks we taught you guys how to do, and we will end up tweaking them a little bit because now we've got this tool, right? So if you have PowerPoint, not one of the other tools, this is really easy. You're in it. And so let me show you something on my screen real quick. I'm gonna, before I go there, I'm gonna start a new. Oh, sure, it doesn't make any difference. I'm gonna close my PowerPoint. You can't see me. Sorry, guys. It's a last minute stream. So, all right. So, so look. So we have a question here. We do have some questions about this. So can you use it as on background on Zoom if you save it as a JPEG? You can. If you do that, it will definitely not have any transparency. And to be honest, PNGs look better. So use PNGs.
Yeah, the JPEGs often will get pixelated when blown up that big.
That's
how
right.
big you save it.
Yep. Let's see. So somebody says, I can't because our district doesn't have the 2013 version and beyond. It's older. So Crystal Ann, ask your district if they have an enterprise agreement with Microsoft. If they do, you automatically get to upgrade it to the latest version because Microsoft doesn't want to support old versions. So that's a question that they should ask, and most of them say yes. Somebody said, there's one more. Could you review how you got LessonPix on the PowerPoint page? So we just did it twice, but I'll do it one more time at the end, okay? Somebody else says, will there be a replay of these video sessions? Yes, so when this is over, it will be in exactly the same place in Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching it. In your case, Facebook, and you can restart it, okay? But what I do want to show is why this is so powerful now, okay? So I have things in my tray. This is actually a test user's account. You guys can stay with me here, right?
Yep.
All right. So I think I have, did you give a mouse a cookie? I'm not entirely sure what these pictures are.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely mouse a cookie.
All right. So let's say I made a game with these, okay? So I'd create a material. I'd go down and create a game board. The words are probably fine. We'll call this, we'll just have no title on it at all. I can always add a title in PowerPoint. And we'll make, I don't know, the farm's kind of good. Mouse lives on a farm. That's an awful lot of pictures. I don't need that. How about chutes and ladders? Okay. We'll fill the page by shuffling the pictures. And the boxes will have, yeah, it's fine. I don't like Comic Sans. I like Century Gothic. And it'll remember that now, which I like. I'm going to hit finish, and it's going to make me my PowerPoint, my PDF file. Okay. So here's my game that I made. But instead of downloading it as a PDF, I'm going to go to other download formats. And right here, it's going to let me do PowerPoint fixed. And normally I would say with tokens. But I'm not going to this time. I'm going to say plain without tokens. Okay. So this is going to download my PPTX file right here. And when I open it, it's going to open up in PowerPoint. And I'm going to hit Enable Editing. Now, it doesn't have all the tokens on the side for kids to move because what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Insert Symbols, which is my new add-in. And when I log in as the test user, which I'm logged in as, you will see that when you log in, the same symbols that you just made this with are in your tray because they were in your tray in the website and they're in your tray here. If for any reason this isn't up to date because maybe you've already had this open, if you hit refresh, it will reload the tray with whatever's currently in your tray. So now if I want to move the mouse along this thing, right, I can click on the mouse. He will pop in right here Where is he? So did your screen just hang?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hello. No, no, no. Don't mess with me. No, no, no. Don't mess with me. This is not good. All right, hold on. Let me see what's up with this thing. Go back to my tray. It's working. Okay. So either that's a mouse problem or something. I don't know what's going on there. But when I add the mouse, right, I now have lots of options to have him move. So I'm going to go over here where it says picture tools. And if I want, I can make it look like a circle with him in it, with a little shadow. If I open this up, I've got lots of these, right? So I can make a token with him in it like this. I can actually change the background of this by saying, you know, I want to fill this with white background or black or whatever. If I go in and let's make it orange. It's easy to see. If I go to crop, I can actually crop the size of the mouse inside of that circle, right? So I can make this bigger. So I can basically make my own tokens out of my pictures and I can move them around, right? I can do all kinds of madness because I have all the pictures that are in here will just pop into my PowerPoint presentation, okay? There's no searching, there's no anything else. You can make your own symbols, you can make your own tokens and do all that good stuff, okay? Let's see. See if we have any questions from you two?
No, this is awesome.
Okay. I love not having to transfer the tray over
right?
and research all the images. That was always, even just in Word, it was a couple
you had to go back and copy and paste them and things like that, and it was a pain. Somebody missed the start of this. I'm sorry. Watch it when we're over. Will you have a replay of these videos? Yes, they're always available as soon as we're done. Everybody's asking me to show how to install it again. I will show it again, but I think this is good. The other stuff to show, we do have the common tab right here. So this is the same exact pictures that are in the symbol builders common tab are over here as well. So if you wanted to, I don't know, move the mouse over and give them a thought bubble, you can certainly do that. Right, so let's put them over here just a second so we can see them better. Right, so you can certainly do that. Those are in the common section. I think we're going to add a link here in a category that actually shows the tokens that we normally put on the page. We'll also have a section where you can get the tokens over here on the right as well. So we can do that. It doesn't require Microsoft to approve it, which is nice. Just change that. I will show, while we're here, I will show you that it looks exactly the same in Word. Right, so if you go into Microsoft, I probably won't. Actually, yeah, why not? So for those of you asking to show how to insert this, it's exactly the same as this. I go to Insert, I go to Store. In the newer versions, it might say Get Add-ins, but it will either say Store or Get Add-ins. And when this pops up, you're going to type in the word LessonPix. And then you're going to hit Add. And when you hit Add and say yes to the terms, there's nothing bad in the terms, I promise. It will add this symbol, this Insert Symbols button right here. And when you click that, it will pop open a little window on the right for you to log in. You do have to log in every time. I hate that. I am working on it. I've asked for some guidance from Microsoft on how to make that, at least like within a day or within some period of time. Every time you add this thing, you open it up, it asks you to log in. I'm working on it. I'll try and make that better. But that is also exactly how it works on PowerPoint. While I'm here, I have one more to show you, which is this one. All right. So for those of you who use PowerPoint online or Word online, you can also use this in PowerPoint online. So this is the online version. I am inside of Edge, the browser. I believe this actually works on most browsers, so I'm not going to promise what versions it works on. I know it works in Chrome on Windows. I don't know what else it will work on, but I will tell you that inside of this, it has Insert, and all the way over to the right, it says Insert. It's not speedy, guys. It has add-ins. and it works exactly the same way. You say it'll go to store for you, and you'll type in LessonPix. You will say add, continue, and it doesn't open automatically. It says LessonPix symbols, and it says click on this button to get started. But the weird thing about this is you don't see the button because there's not enough room by default unless you zoom out. If you zoom out, you'll eventually see our symbol way over here. But if you don't, all the way over here, the 3 dots will show you insert symbols, and then it'll put it right there. Okay? So it does work on the online version of PowerPoint and Word. It works on the Mac version. Thank you, Alyssa, for including the search, for telling us it works for you. And let's see. The tokens are in a clip art folder if you search tokens. Well, my lovely artist is telling me that if I look in here for the word tokens, there will be a category called tokens. Look at that. She's ahead of me. So if you search for tokens, you will get all of the tokens that are normally here. Look at that. She's so good. So we're good, right? This is awesome. Everybody should be happy. Let's see. Such a time saver. Good. Can we use this in Google Meet? Sure. If you're using PowerPoint, I don't care how you share it.
Well, I think the question there is using it as a game in Google Meet, which you cannot, because you cannot give cursor control in Google Meet. So you can create things and you can move it and you can build it on as like a language activity, a description activity for them to tell you where to move themselves around the board.
Gotcha.
But you can't give cursor control in Google Meet. So it misses an aspect of the interactive. One workaround for that is if you take whatever you build in PowerPoint, like we said at the beginning, build it in PowerPoint, and then you import it into Google Slides, you can then get a share link in Google Slides if you can trust the individual you're working with to come back to the session.
Gotcha.
So you can actually give them the share link, and then they can go in and actually move their cursors around. You can have them, and then you can see at the same time in your Google slide, as we discussed in that last video we did, Bill. So it's kind of a workaround if you can trust them to go to Google Slides and then come back to the classroom again.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, Google Meet is strictly demonstrative and then telling you, move me 3 places or move me over there. I want this piece, and you have to do all of the actual.
Well, Jill, look, you got an answer from the expert. How about that? Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's all our questions. We're doing good. You guys rock. So thank you, you 3. Thank you, Tali, for joining us. Is there any PowerPoint questions you still have? Because you're like our number one test pilot, going out and trying everything new.
So far, so good. The only, and this is going to sound silly, but the page, and especially now I know I won't need it as much, but the page where there's all the tokens, is there a way to delete all the ones that you don't need in one go?
Yes. So sure. Let me bring one up.
If that's a quick one to show.
So let me close you guys can't see. Sorry. I'm working on it. This is a great tool, by the way. StreamYard is a nice, solid, stable tool, but I'm not 100% comfortable yet. All right, so let's download this one with tokens. And so the question is, how do we delete a lot of them in one go? Okay. So all the ones that you don't want, right?
Yeah, because I've been going one at a time. I haven't figured out how to.
All right. So here's how I do it. So let's say I only want the splats. I only want these 4 splats, right? So I'm going to highlight them like this, and I'm going to move them out of the way. Okay. I'm going to hold down the control button and scroll my scroll wheel like this. Highlight all these and hit delete. And zoom back. If you want a slightly more elegant way to do that, okay, you can also do Control A. We'll highlight everything on the page. Right? That's Control A for all. And then using the control button, click the ones you don't want to delete, and then hit delete.
Amazing. Thank you. I've been going.
Both of those work.
So good. Control A. I'll remember that.
Zooming out is probably what I use more, right? So if I'm looking at this and I just want to keep the balloons, you don't have to zoom out as far as I did, but even if you just zoom out like once, that's enough. Then you can just drag these and delete them and drag those and delete them, right? And then zoom back in. So all I'm doing there is hitting control and then my zoom wheel in and out. Okay. I'm sure there's a way to do it up in the menu that says view, zoom in somewhere, right? Zoom.
Bottom right corner usually.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Just use your control mouse wheel. Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
Bill,
Awesome.
can I
Thank
answer
you.
another question I see over in the comments real quick?
Yeah. Can you, if you click on them, do they show up?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. No, it does nothing.
All right. Well, who do you want me to put in here?
Sherry Edwards' question about, are there shared PowerPoint presentations?
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Sherry, yes and no, because the way Bill put this all into LessonPix and the way he changed it all, it actually allows us to use anything in the shared folder and download it as a PowerPoint. So yes and no, in that anything, any of the single page books, any of the games, etc., we can now go into the shared folder and download them as PowerPoint, because now we've got those other download options there. And if it's something where you want the book and you want it, you can also check that movable option.
Yeah. Let's
Then you
walk
have
through it.
Flip where you can adjust it and change the sizes of images and stuff, but you can also, anything that's even like a single word book of brown bear, or Give a Mouse a Cookie, any kind of retells of those, you can download them now as PowerPoint. So in a way, yes, we now have everything in the shared folder is now shared PowerPoints as well.
So yeah, the no part of that, and I'll take this. So the no part of that is that if people have modified it and added tokens or symbols and things like that, there's no way to put it back up into the shared directory, and that's like other things that we do. It's primarily because we then would have to police everything that you guys are uploading, and that becomes an issue, right? People are going to upload pictures of Mickey Mouse, and I got to have issues with the mouse. We're not going to do that. So. But I will show you what Tara is talking about. If we go into the sharing center, every single material that's in the sharing center, like, I don't know, this one, Medial L, okay? Medial L, instead of doing download as PDF, I can just click other download formats, and then I can say PowerPoint fixed with tokens. There's a whole video on how this works, so I'm not going to go through a lot of detail on this, but it's going to open up in PowerPoint. You do have to click Enable Editing, but then all of the materials in the entire thing are here, and you can put splats on the one you want to do, right? Or in this case, if it's find the picture, right, use the magnifying glass. We'll make this look like that, and again, zoom out. Delete the rest of them. Look at that. That took me like 6 seconds, right? And then your kiddo can move this around to find stuff. Okay. All right. So Sherry says, "Okay, gotcha. Good. I gotta try it. Wonderful." And look at that. See, they listen. They listen, Tara. I love it. I love it. Very nice. Valerie says, thanks for sharing the token folder. Yay for the great stuff. And I think we're good. I think we're good for today. I'm going to zoom in quick for a second, Tali. I know you hate it. Sorry. So, hey, let's get rid of this one for a second. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And here, let's just make her feel more. Oh, there you go. So thank you so much for joining us on short notice. We found out at 3 that this got approved, and we were able to wrangle these two up and put out a live video at 5. So I'm very proud of you guys. You guys did great.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. And Tara, you're doing great. I see you're everywhere. Tara is officially the telepractice queen right now. If you see one of her, and this is a blatant plug, if you see one of her webinars, even the paid ones, you should go do them. Because they are certainly worth it. And she shows lots of our cool stuff.
I do. I just got done. I was just like complaining. I just got done doing new tutorials in the telepractice course I run, and now you've got me doing more tutorials today.
Now you're going to do more. That's right.
I know what I'm doing right after this.
That's right. Well, me too. I have to remake the darn video about I have to make video trainings for this one as well. Darn it. If you guys have any problems with this at all, let me know. I haven't seen it on Mac. I hear that it works. I think it is going to be a huge improvement. So I think that is it's going to be a big plus here. Thank you guys. I am going to sign off and let you guys get back to your busy afternoon. And goodbye, guys.
Bye.
See
Thank
you later.
you.